It's the wonder material of the 21st century, both lightweight and strong. Found at the pinnacle of industry, this composite of one of Earth's most abundant elements lets mankind go farther, faster, on the ground, in the sky, and even into outer space. But it's hard to work with, expensive to produce, easy to get wrong. Yet Roger Dubuis has managed to make an entire watch with it. Watchfinder, the pre-owned watch specialist. Now available in France, Germany, Switzerland, USA, and Hong Kong. So we can keep on making great watch videos. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed to the channel. If you already are, it really does help. Thank you. Carbon. It's everywhere. You and I, we're close to 20% carbon. If you gather together all the ingredients to make a human, carbon would be the biggest pile of stuff. It's the basis of all life, cycling through our planet to keep things moving. Without it, we wouldn't exist. There's a lot that wouldn't exist without carbon. Diamond is one, its crystalline structure of carbon atoms the hardest found in nature. But carbon's usefulness goes beyond what's found in nature. Mix it with iron, even just a few %, and you get steel, an alloy that's stronger, harder, and less brittle. With modern technology, carbon can even be manipulated on the atomic scale, laid out into a hexagonal lattice to create a single layer of atoms known as graphene, a near-transparent formation 100 times stronger than steel, with incredible conductive properties. The type of carbon you see here with the Roger Dubuis Excalibur Spider Carbon Cubed is carbon fiber. It's fairly self-explanatory, a weave of carbon fibers layered on top of each other, fused together with resin. Looks simple, but looks can be deceiving. It was discovered quite by accident in the development of filaments for the first light bulbs in the late 19th century. By burning cotton threads, a delicate black fiber of carbon was left behind, the perfect filament for these early bulbs. But the material was a far cry from the carbon fiber of today, its brittle form useless in any other application. It wasn't until 1958 when physicist Roger Bacon was trying to uncover the triple point of carbon, the state at which it can be a solid, liquid and gas at the same time, that he too accidentally made a discovery. Once again, something was being burnt, only this time it was with a bit more firepower. A direct current carbon arc furnace. What Bacon noticed as he zapped his rayon sample was that fine carbon whiskers, as he called them, flowered from the main mass. With an estimated price of some £20 million per kilo, this version of carbon fiber was no commercial hit, but it did encourage other scientists to experiment further. Dr. Akio Shindo increased the density of carbon in these strands from 22 to 55%, then Richard Millington to 99%. By now, these carbon fibers were pure enough and strong enough to actually do something with. Just 10 years after Bacon first stumbled upon the inkling of an idea, aerospace manufacturer Rolls-Royce was using woven sheets of this new carbon material in the fan assemblies of its jet engines. From there, techniques improved, strength went up, weight came down, and now carbon fiber has become a staple of the aeronautical industry. If you're making something that needs to be lightweight, chances are you'll be doing it with carbon fiber. What is it exactly about carbon fiber that makes it such an excellent building material? Its versatility is right up there for a start. It can be layered into a mold to create complex structures that are extremely strong, yet also very thin. It can be forged into a block that can be very precisely machined. It can be woven into sheets to give it strength in compression, but flexibility in twisting. And it can even be chopped into strands to create a random lattice of uniform strength in every direction. Carbon fiber is 5 times stronger than steel and twice as stiff, yet 5 times lighter. it outperforms other exotic materials like aluminium, titanium, and magnesium too. You'll find it in cars, boats, planes, spaceships, and even the Roger Dubuis Excalibur Spider Carbon Cubed. I'll lay the figures down for you now. This is a 45mm watch, 14mm thick, carrying one of the bulkiest mechanisms in watchmaking, the tourbillon, and is even on a bracelet. Yet it weighs just 81 grams. That's about half the weight of the considerably smaller and less complex Rolex Submariner. What makes this watch so much more impressive than your typical watch isn't just the use of carbon fiber itself. There are many watches that have featured a carbon fiber case, right back to the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Alinghi team of 2007, but the sheer extent of its usage. The case is carbon fiber, yes, machined from a block to reveal the layers like the rings of a tree, but it goes so much further than that. The bracelet, too, is manufactured from carbon fiber, each link individually machined to reveal its own layered pattern, linked together one by one to create an experience that is both bizarre and incredible. The bracelet itself weighs an astonishing 37.7 grams. That's the weight of a packet of crisps. And we're still not done yet, because the baseplate of the Caliber RD509 SQ is, you guessed it, machined from carbon fiber. Even the upper bridge of the tourbillon cage has had weight shaved by using this space-age material. What that all adds up to is the cube root of diddly squat. If you were to shut your eyes and hold out your hand, and someone put this in it, you would not open your eyes expecting to see a near £250,000 45mm watch on a bracelet sitting in your palm. It abuses physics in the same way it takes to get a rocket to leave Earth's atmosphere. That's not even the craziest part. If you know about Swiss watchmaking, you'll know it's steeped in tradition, a code that follows centuries-old practices that doesn't look too kindly on the modern and innovative. Yet, somehow, Roger Dubuis has managed to persuade the Canton of Geneva, the heart of classical watchmaking, to certify the Excalibur Spider Carbon Cubed with the Geneva Seal, a rating of extreme quality and finesse awarded to barely 0.1% of all the watches made in Switzerland. Doing that makes the invention of carbon fiber look like child's play. The Roger Dubuis Excalibur Spider Carbon Cubed is not so much a watch as it is a technological demonstration. Just when you thought you had the measure of modern watchmaking, it's watches like this that come out of nowhere and blow your mind. How extreme this is as an undertaking is nothing compared to the mind-melting experience of trying it on and feeling, or rather not feeling, how lightweight it is. The fact that it was built out of the same material you and I are made of makes it all the more incredible. Discover more exceptional watches at Watchfinder. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. If there are any watches you'd like to see featured, please let us know in the comments below.